Welcome here to Riverside Stadium as we kick off the final day of the regular season as UHV hosts LSU Alexandria in a doubleheader today. Sam Fowler here with you. Let's get you the starting lineups real quick as we're getting ready to go. For the Generals, leading it off, the center fielder Julian Kleber, then Zach Mangarelli. He's playing third and batting second. Blaze Foot bats third and plays first base. Batting cleanup is Judge Boudreau, the designated hitter. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Brett Batterford. The left fielder, Luke Benoit, is in the sixth hole. Landon Langley bats seventh and plays second base. The catcher, Peyton Marcantel, bats eighth. And rounding out the lineup in the nine hole is the shortstop, number 5, Lane Potty. Joshua Pierce is the pitcher for the Generals. They'll face Jonathan Jones on the mound for the Jaguars. And the Jags line up like this. The shortstop, DeAndre Torres, leads it off. Then batting second, the designated hitter, Christian Garcia. The catcher, Hal Perez, bats third. Batting fourth, the center fielder, Terry Burrell III. Batting fifth, Rafael Gutierrez. He's at first. Jose Montanez, the right fielder, bats sixth. And we're getting ready to go here. We'll finish that lineup here in a second. Kleber will lead it off, finishing up UHV's lineup. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Jackson Purcell. The third baseman, Kyle Parrish, bats eighth. And Juan Perez, the second baseman, bats ninth. First pitch to Julian Kleber is swung on and missed. And we are underway. 81 degrees here in Victoria. Wind blowing right to left from the southeast here at Riverside Stadium. And Jones quickly ahead 0-2 after that foul ball. Jones comes in with a 3.45 ERA, 8-2 win-loss record, 14th start for the Manville native, transfer from Southeastern down in Florida, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Jones starts it off with a strikeout. That's a good way to start for the senior. One gone for Zach May. And he started off with a strike. Mangarelli, 308 hitter, 35th start for him today. 0-1. That one misses, 1-1. UHV won game one of this series last night. And what was a thrilling, explosive game. They won 15-6. 1-1. Ground ball up the middle, hits off the mound and into center field. It's a 1-out single for Zach Mangarelli. UHV jumped down to a 9-0 lead in game 1 yesterday. They were up 10-2 and looked to be cruising, but then a 4-spot in the 5th by the Generals made it a 10-6 game. Then UHV rattled off 4 runs in the 7th and 1 in the 8th to cap off the scoring. First pitch fouled up the left field line. It's still weekend at the ballpark. Homecoming festivities happened before the game. The homecoming winners were announced and threw out the first pitch, as well as young alumnus of the year, Jenna Banda, former UHV softball player. 0-1 to Blaze Foot, misses outside. Foot was 1 for 4 with an RBI yesterday. He's hitting .313 this season, 54 RBIs on the year. 1-1. That one runs inside 2-1. Redshirt freshman Ryan Rodriguez earned his first career win with 2 strong innings of relief behind starter Brady Parker, with Justin Morales earning the save. That one's laced into center field and back-to-back singles with 1 out for the Generals. Judge Boudreau digs in. He's in an RBI opportunity. He did not play yesterday. He's a .292 hitter, 22nd start for him this year. Swing and a miss. Boudreau, redshirt sophomore, 6'5" from Pleasant Hill, Louisiana. 0-1 outside. 13 RBIs and a pair of home runs for Boudreau this season. Jones checks the runner at second. And the 1-1 misses. Let's set the defensive alignment for you. Behind Jones, Hal Perez catching. Rare instance where Perez is catching Jones. Rafael Gutierrez at first, Juan Perez at second. DeAndre Torres at short and Kyle Parrish at third. Pitch on the way. This one skied to left field. Jackson Purcell has it for out number 2. Brett Baniford now digging in. 6'2" sophomore from Monroe, Louisiana. Both these teams will converge on the Monroe area next week. First pitch fouled off and back to the screen. They'll be in the Monroe area for the Red River Athletic Conference tournament at the Sterlington Sports Complex in Sterlington, Louisiana, May 1st through the 5th. Pickoff attempt. That's into center field. But thankfully, nothing comes of it as Mangarelli didn't get a good read on that errant throw. So Jones is off the hook there. Could have been an error. But since no advancement, Manafort, a .333 hitter, just the 10th start for the sophomore. Fouls that one off. Jones ahead 0-2. Pitch on the way. That one gets all the way to the backstop. Wild pitch is going to advance the runners 90 feet. Been picking up here. 13-mile-an-hour sustained winds out to left field. Gusts of over 20 expected. Lovely, humid, late April day. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Jones, a pair of strikeouts to strand the runners, and we go to the bottom of the first. No score here at Riverside Stadium.
The NAIA reminds you that college sports do more than thrill and inspire us. They help prepare today's student athletes to be tomorrow's community leaders by teaching valuable skills like integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership, building character beyond the game. This message was brought to you by the NAIA.
Andre Torres gets things started for the Jaguars here. They'll face Joshua Pierce. Making his 13th start. First pitch is a ball to Torres. Here's an 8.25 ERA. Ground ball up the middle, and it's a base hit for Torres. That's a slump buster for him right there. Entering the series, Torres was 0 for his last 16. First pitch called strike to Christian Garcia. Coming into today, that was an 0 for 19 slump, his first hit in a while, and that's exactly what you want from the top of the order. Get things going, especially with a hitter like Christian Garcia up. His count evens 1-1. Garcia hitting 465. I believe that still leads the Red River Athletic Conference. 28 RBIs. He's hitting in the 2-hole. Normally hits in the 3-hole, but head coach Jonathan Stavanoa decided to move him up. 2-1 now. Set the defense behind Joshua Pierce. Peyton Marcantel catching. Blaze Foot at first. Landon Langley at second. Lane Potty at short. Zach Mangarelli at third. Left to right in the outfield. It's Benoit, Kleber, and Batterford. 2-1. Now 3-1. This is a guy you want to go after because Hal Perez, if last night's any indication, he's hot. Called strike 2, 3-2. Garcia thought that was inside, but his opinion differed from the home plate umpire, and the count's full now. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Garcia not happy about it. 1 gone. Today is senior day as well, and Hal Perez will be one of 9 seniors honored between the 2 games. First pitch from Pierce is a called strike. Hal Perez had a career day yesterday, going 3 for 5, 4 RBIs. He finished a triple shy of the cycle. That helped him climb up to a 326 batting average. 0-1, runner goes, ball, and the throw high. DeAndre Torres in there with a stolen base. Last night was a historic one as well, as UHV set a single season record for wins with their 35th in that 15-6 win over the Generals in game 1, 1-1, ground ball foul. Third base side. 1-2. Al Perez homered in the 3rd inning of yesterday's game. That was his team-leading 7th home run. That one's low, 2-2. UHV with 9 batters hitting over 300 this season. 2-2. Foul ball. Hal Perez stays alive. Lucky to get something on that one. Protective swing from a senior from Camuy, Puerto Rico. Both his mother and his father made the trip. He said that last night was special and gave him a level of happiness that he hadn't seen in a while. Full count now. Payoff pitch coming from Pierce. That one hits Hal Perez. That'll bring up Terry Burrell with 2 on and 1 out. Two on, 1 out for Terry Burrell. He's hitting 350, 49th start. He's been the everyday center fielder for UHV. Pitch on the way. The first pitch is outside, 1-0. UHV 35-13 overall, 20-8 in conference play. That win last night also secured the number 2 seed in next week's Red River Athletic Conference tournament. Terry Burrell, that's into center field. DeAndre Torres being waved around. The throw, not in time. DeAndre Torres scores. Jags lead 1-0 on an RBI single. Also worth noting, going first to third was Brady Thompson on that RBI single. And now the door is open for Terry Burrell. He just needs one stolen base to set a new single season record. Runner goes. The throw cut off. It's a stolen base, and Terry Burrell. It's stolen base number 27 on the year, and that is a new record. The record was set by James Green in 2009 with 26 in year 2 of UHV baseball's existence. Now, 2 runners in scoring position for Rafael Gutierrez. 1-1. Gutierrez grounds that one through the left side. 1 run will score. Burrell being held up. UHV leads 2-0. Back-to-back RBI singles puts UHV up 2-0 here. 2 runs on 3 hits here in this first inning. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Jose Montanez, first pitch outside. Montanez this season hitting .287, but yesterday 1 for 5, 2 RBIs. Came up in a big spot late to help UHV get some breathing room after seeing an 8-run lead nearly evaporate. 2-0. This one skied. Giving chase is Benoit. He's at the track. He's at the wall. Did he make the grab? He did, but it's deep enough to score Terry Burrell. It's a sac fly for Jose Montanez. There's an appeal to third. But nothing comes of it. UHV leads 3-0, and the batter is Jackson Purcell. Redshirt sophomore from Moses Lake, Washington. Fouls off the first pitch. Purcell hitting .303. He had a multi-hit game yesterday. 3 RBIs, I believe. Yeah, 2 for 5, 3 RBIs. Oh, 1. Called strike on a breaking ball in the outside corner. 0-2. The season when scoring first, UHV 29-2. 0-2. That one's down. 1-2. Beautiful day at the ballpark. Pitch on the way. Outside, 2-2. Possibly low and outside as well. Purcell, the 7th batter of the inning. 2 gone, 2-2. That one into the gap. Gutierrez as he's going to third. Purcell stumbles. He's going to have to hold up. And it's going to go down as a single for Jackson Purcell. Kyle Barish now at the plate with runners in scoring position. So that's 3 hits in the series for Jackson Purcell. Puts runners on the corners here with 2 gone. First pitch to Barish to the outside. The El Campo native, 24th start for him this year. Oh, he'd like to see himself get hot here over the final 2 games of the season. Takes the 1-0 in there for a called strike. Barish 0 for 2 yesterday. Drew a couple of walks, which is kind of what you're asking from the bottom third of the order. Runner goes, the throw, gotten a rundown, and Purcell tagged out before the runner can score. Oh, they're going to say the run does score? No. That's what I thought. But the Jags played 3 runs, and they lead 3-0 as we go to the top of the second here at Riverside Stadium.
The NAIA Champions of Character is more than just a program. It's a commitment to values that inspire greatness on and off the field with integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership at the core. We're shaping student athletes, coaches, and fans to lead with purpose. It's a movement that goes beyond the sport, creating a culture of character that lasts a lifetime. Champions of Character, building character beyond the game.
Benoit leads it off here in the top of the second. UHV leads 3-0. Benoit, a .325 hitter. Ground ball left side. Kyle Barish has it. The throw, easy and in time for out number 1. And in Langley now. He was 0 for 4 yesterday. A couple of strikeouts as well. First pitch lined into center field, and it's another 1-out single for the Generals, just like last inning. Mark Quintella yesterday, 1 for 2. He was hit by a pitch a couple of times. Had a run scored as well. Swing and a miss. Jones, 0-1. Went around. Jones had a couple of strikeouts in the first inning. That bookended a couple of singles and a flyout by LSUA. 0-2. This one skied mile high. Jackson Purcell drifting over to the left field foul line. And he has it. Or out number 2. Lane Potty up. He was 1 for 2 yesterday. Couple of runs scored. First pitch, ball. Runner goes, swing and a miss. The throw was there in time, but unable to corral it. Was one. Perez at second. It's a stolen base for Langley. It's a 1-1 count now. UHV has been good at holding runners on this season. They've allowed that's just the 42nd stolen base this season. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Jones with the strikeout to end the inning and strand the runner at second. Jags still lead 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the second here on the Jaguar Sports Network. Bearish will lead it off. He was up when Jackson Purcell tried to get caught in a rundown to allow Rafael Gutierrez to score. That one fouled off 0-1. Some clouds hanging around, giving us a dose of sunshine and shade. So 0-2 now to Kyle Barish, redshirt freshman from El Campo. This one popped up. Patti has it for round number 1. brings up Juan Perez. He gets a start today due to an injury to Jean-Michael Gonzalez. There's a tap or foul, the first base side. After the second at bat for Jean-Michael Gonzalez yesterday, he was lifted with an injury and did not return. He's not in the lineup today, probably for good measure, as the 0-1 sails to the backstop, 1-1. UHV wanting to keep everybody healthy, or as healthy as possible, heading into the postseason. Red River Athletic Conference tournament next week. Oh, that one hits him. Second plate appearance of the day for Torres. He singled at a stolen base and later came around to score on Terry Burrell's RBI single. First pitch to him, called strike inside corner. See a lot of former Jags here. Richie Gill, Ty Williams, Carson McKenna. 0-1 is fouled up the left field line. It's 0-2. Christian Rue Garcia, who's coaching up at Cleveland High School in the greater Houston area. Carson McKenna has been playing independent ball with the Pecos League. I believe he's going to be playing with the Tucson Seguros this season as Joshua Pierce steps off. It's an 0-2 count. 3-0 our score here. Langston White as well, one of the great clubhouse guys of all time at UHV. 0-2. Torres holds up on the swing and takes that one outside. Always good to see everybody coming back. Oh, and Raul Lopez. I can't forget Raul. 1-2. Outside, 2-2. You're seeing Torres do what he's done well this season, being patient at the plate. He's drawn a team-leading 35 walks, and that's because he's good at seeing the ball. That one chopped right side. Torres going to advance a runner, but he's out at first. Christian Garcia up. First swing is fouled. Oh, 1 to Garcia. Ropes this one. He got all of it, but it's foul. He pulled on that one. It would have been gone had it stayed fair. That was a laser. He had an RBI triple last night. Takes the 0-2 high, 1-2. Garcia transfer from Western Kentucky, having an All-American type season. 28 RBIs, 465 batting average. That one thrown behind Garcia, and it's 2-2. But he struck out his first time up. That was just the 13th strikeout in 100 at-bats this season for Garcia. 2-2. This one poked into left field. Charging onto it, though, is Ben Wall for out number 3. And the Jags are scoreless in the second, but they still lead 3-0 as we go to the top of the third here at Riverside Stadium.
The NAIA reminds you that college sports do more than thrill and inspire us. They help prepare today's student athletes to be tomorrow's community leaders by teaching valuable skills like integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership, building character beyond the game. This message was brought to you by the NAIA.
Julian Kleber leads it off for the Generals as we go to the top of the third, scheduled for 7 innings here in Game 1. Martha Barish checking in as well. It's Kyle Barish's parents' wedding anniversary. First pitch is a ball to Kleber. He was a strikeout victim back in the first. Also, it might be 5 o'clock somewhere, but it's definitely 1:30 a.m. in Perth, Australia, as Peter Hurlbrink tells us. Glad he's watching. Glad we're able to give fans a way to watch their kids, especially when they're miles and miles away. 2-0 was fouled over into the tent area set up for the President's tailgate put on by UHV President Dr. Bob Glenn and his wife Lori. 2-1 misses low. It's 3-1 now. 3-1's in there for a strike. It's full count now. Full count, payoff pitch. That one's line foul, 3-2. Payoff pitch, and Kleber draws a leadoff walk. Zach Mangarelli's up. He's 1 for 1 today. Single, and got all the way to third, but he was left stranded. That first pitch is called strike. First walk of the game issued by Jonathan Jones. Just the 21st this season in 71 and over 79 innings of work. In fact, he's up to 80 in the third innings this season now. It's 1-1. Kleber, 17 stolen bases, and he's on the move. The throw, not in time. Stolen base number 18 this season for Kleber. It's a 2-1 count now. Pitch on the way. Fouled back to the screen. It's 2-2. Anybody else watching, we encourage you to let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. It's the final day of the regular season, and both these teams liable to meet next week in the conference tournament. 2-2. Fouled off. Clouds drifting in, and the wind now blowing out to dead center. This one popped up on the infield. Rafael Gutierrez calls off Jonathan Jones, and he has it right there by the mound for out number 1. Plays foot, digs in. 6'1" senior from Gonzales, Louisiana. He's got a single in his first at bat. He's got an RBI opportunity here with Kleber at second. Takes a called strike on the first pitch from Jones. UHV owns a 45-34 edge in the all-time series with the Generals. It's the most common opponent for the Jaguars. Ground ball left side, snagged by Rafael Gutierrez, and Jones covering. Records out number 2, but the runner advances to third. That was a great play by Roth at first. Showing the athleticism from the grad transfer from Oklahoma Baptist. Boudreaux takes strike 1. He flew out in his first at bat. Back in the first. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Jones comes set. Good to see Joshua Pierce's parents as well. Ground ball right side. Past the glove of Juan Perez, and that's an RBI single for Judge Boudreaux. Pierce is watching from South Louisiana. And the batters, Brett Baniford, in this 3-1 game, called strike to him on the first pitch. He was a strikeout victim back in the first. 3 strikeouts for Jones so far today. That one's poked into right field, softly hit single. Montanez is there and gets it in quickly. It's a 2-out single, back-to-back singles for the Generals. On visit for head coach Jonathan Stavino as he comes out to talk to Jonathan Jones. Fans, this is also a great time to let you know there's a way to support UHV with our annual This Is Our Team fundraising dinner and auction May 29th at Club Westerner here in Victoria. Tickets start at $50. There are also packages for tables. If you're interested in buying a ticket or possibly getting a table, visit UHVJaguars.com or contact UHV Director of Athletics Ashley Wallachow at 361-485-4424. Once again, that's 361-485-4424. First pitch to Luke Benoit. A called strike. He's got two runners on. Represents the go-ahead run here in the third of the scheduled 7-inning game. Swing and a miss. Jones told by the home plate umpire to move the rosin back. A 0-2 count. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball just misses low, 1-2. That was a good pitch by Jones, a good competitive pitch. Trying to get Benoit to expand the zone, but Benoit being a disciplined hitter there. 1-2 once again. Outside, Jones trying to nibble on the outside corner, but missed a little further off the plate than he would have liked. Two balls, two strikes, pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Jones, fourth strikeout of the game. And the Jags still hold a 3-1 lead, but it was a one-run inning for the Generals. We go to the bottom of the third here at Riverside Stadium.
The NAIA Champions of Character is more than just a program. It's a commitment to values that inspire greatness on and off the field with integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership at the core. We're shaping student athletes, coaches, and fans to lead with purpose. It's a movement that goes beyond the sport, creating a culture of character that lasts a lifetime. Champions of Character, building character beyond the game.
Perez leads it off for UHV. The Jags lead 3-1, but an RBI single from Judge Boudreau has cut the deficit to 2. Hal Perez waves at the first pitch. He's behind 0-1. First of 2 games here on homecoming for UHV. 0-1. That one's down, 1-1. The homecoming court was crowned before the game. Throughout the first pitch as well, 1-1. That one's down, 2-1. Great crowd on hand today. It's part of Weekend at the Ballpark by Crossroads Bank. 2-1 fouled, and it's 2-2. So if you're in the Victoria area, you've got time to get out here, catch potentially the end of game 1 and game 2 as well, which is slated for 30 minutes after this one here at Riverside Stadium. Admission is free. We encourage everyone to come out. If not, we're happy to have you here on the Jaguar Sports Network. 2-2 foul over the screen and out of play. Al was hit by a pitch, and his courtesy runner Brady Thompson came in to score on an RBI by Rafael Gutierrez. Part of that 3-run first inning for UHV. 2-2. Al Perez swings. That one is down on strikes. Round number 1. Terry Burrell's up. He had an RBI single and a stolen base, his 27th of the season, in his first plate appearance. That's a new single season record breaking James Green record of 26 set back in 2009. 0-1 on the way. Burrell check swing, and he went around. It's 0-2. Joshua Pierce having a strong start here through 2 1/3. Terry Burrell down on strikes, back-to-back Ks for Joshua Pierce. Rafael Gutierrez takes the first pitch for a ball. 1-0. Fouled 1-1. Gutierrez, RBI single, back in the first. He's ahead now 2-1 after that one misses. Two one, swing and a miss. 2-2. As I mentioned, Pierce having a very strong start, which is a total 180 from yesterday. Will Weiss went 1 2/3, gave up 9 runs, all of which were earned on 8 hits. Full count now. Payoff pitch on the way. That one's outside, ball 4. Jose Montanez up now with a runner on. First pitch is a ball. Montanez had a sacrifice fly back in the first. 1-0. Called strike on the outside corner. If you're wondering, the theme for homecoming this year was reach for the stars, and Jax, the mascot, swing and a miss there by Montez, 1-2. Jax, the mascot, he is in full astronaut garb. Bright, reflective silver spacesuit. Montanez swings and misses, and Pierce strikes out the side. Jags leave a man stranded. We go to the fourth. UHV leads 3-1 here on the Jaguar Sports Network.
The NAIA Champions of Character is more than just a program. It's a commitment to values that inspire greatness on and off the field with integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership at the core. We're shaping student athletes, coaches, and fans to lead with purpose. It's a movement that goes beyond the sport, creating a culture of character that lasts a lifetime. Champions of Character, building character beyond the game.
Second base number 54.
Landon Langley gets things started for the Generals here. As we go to the fourth, almost halfway home in the scheduled 7-inning game. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Langley singled and stole a base back in the second, his first plate appearance. Pulled on that one. He's behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Jones, fourth strikeout of the game for him. And there's one gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts for Jones. He's up to 5 strikeouts today, rather. And he starts off Peyton Marcantel with a strike. Marcantel flew out to left field his first time up back in the second. 0-1. That one's fouled off. This game has the same feel to one of Jones's first starts of the year. In fact, his second start of the year, a 3-0 win against Central Methodist. That one ripped foul, but hit a ton. Got over the wall and would have been gone if it had stayed fair, but it's a loud foul ball. It's 0-2. Jones shut out a Central Methodist offense that was otherwise lethal. Can put up a lot of runs. 0-2 misses. One, two. Ground ball. DeAndre Torres at short has it. The throw. Not there. That's going to go down as an E6, a throwing error on DeAndre Torres. Torres kind of short-armed that throw. And it bounced right in front of Rafael Gutierrez, he made his best attempt to try and scoop it out, but it's tough when it short humps you like that at first. First pitch by Lane Ponte, fouled back. Jags lead 3-1 here. But the tying run is at the plate in the form of Lane Ponte. Junior from Maurice, Louisiana. It's a softly hit ball into right field. Jose Montanez is there, and there's 2 on as the lineup turns over. That brings up Julian Kleber, 0 for 1 today with a walk and a strikeout, as well as a run scored. He's the lone run home for the Generals here in game 2 of this 3-game set. First pitch to him is a called strike on the outside corner. Oh, 1 up the middle. Torres steps on second for 1. Throw to first in time. Double play. Good old-fashioned 6-3 double play. Ends it. To the bottom of the 4th here, Jags lead 3-1. It's Jackson Purcell to up, bottom third of the order, scheduled for UHV. First pitch is low from Pierce. Purcell, he's got a single. Make that 2 hits. Back-to-back multi-hit game for the Moses Lake Washington native. Kyle Parrish up now. Showing bunt. That one runs in and it hits him. And that'll put 2 on for Juan Perez with nobody out. Two on, nobody out for Juan Perez. He was hit by a pitch last time out. Drops down a bunt. It's a great one up the third base line. The throw in time, but he does his job and moves the runners into scoring position. Two in scoring position for D. Torres. He's 1 for 2 today, single and a ground out. Called strike on the outside corner. Oh, 1. Torres takes that one high. Mentioned these teams being really familiar with each other. Met in last year's Red River Athletic Conference. They've met in the last 3 Red River Athletic Conference tournaments. 1-1 lifted high into foul ground. Benoit drifting. He has it. Purcell, he's going to tag in the throw. Not in time. It's going to be a sack fly for D. Torres, and UHV leads 4-1. Two gone, and that brings up Christian Garcia. 1 home for UHV. They lead 4-1. And the Houston native Garcia takes first pitch, high and outside. But last year, UHV rallied from a 6-2 deficit and won 9-6 in an elimination game against the Generals. Called strike on a breaking ball, 1-1. Julian DeLeon homered in the 6th to spark a rally, then a 2-run double by Levi Whitlock and Juan Perez with a 2-run home run in the 9th led to UHV staying alive at the time in the tournament, 1-1. High and outside, 2-1. And then UHV run ruled the Generals in the championship game of the 2023 Red River Athletic Conference tournament. The Generals got the better of the Jaguars in the 2022 championship round in Sterlington as well. Counts even now 2-2 after Garcia waved at the 2-1 from Joshua Pierce, who's looking to limit the damage. He's been good so far, hasn't really missed his spots. 2-2. That one lined into center field, but it hangs up just enough for Kleber. And UHV leaves a man stranded, but their lead to 4-1 here at Riverside Stadium. We go to the 5th. Zach Mangarelli leads it off for the Generals. He's 1 for 2 today, single and a pop out on his ledger here in game 2 of this series. Game 1 of a doubleheader. First pitch from Jonathan Jones. Fastball inside. 1-0. Between the games, Jean-Michael Gonzalez, Christian Garcia, Juan Perez Mason Longoria, Hal Perez, Alejandro Bello, Rafael Gutierrez, Drew Bradbury, and Julian Garcia will be recognized. 1-1 is in there for strike 1 and 2. One, two. Breaking ball. Good pitch. Just misses low, though. Mangarelli saw that one well and laid off a tempting pitch. 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Torres over to first in time. Out number 1. Pitch on the way from Jones. First pitch called strike. Foot was showing bunt, but pulled back. The Generals, under the direction of head coach Cody Gautreau in his 4th season, ground ball through the middle. It's a base hit for Blaze Foot, a multi-hit game for him. Judge Boudreau up. He drove in the lone run for the Generals back in the 3rd with an RBI single. And he's got another hit for him. Purcell cuts it off, and he's going to throw it into 3rd, but going first to 3rd is Blaze. And it's on the corners for the Generals here with 1 out. Head coach Jonathan Jones hurries out there to go talk to his pitcher, and the rest of the infield converges. Likely just talking about how to go about this. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Chance for a delayed steal potentially. We've seen the Jaguars try that once today already. How Perez ran into the arm of the home plate umpire, and they're having a laugh over it. But runners on the corners, 1 out. Here in a 4-1 game, tying run at the plate in the form of Brett Batterford. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Also glad to see the parents of Judge Boudreau watching. They just saw their son with his 2nd hit of the game. It's 0-2 now. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball low, 1-2. One, two. Ground ball through the left side. It's an RBI single for Brett Batterford, and it's a 4-2 game. So now the go-ahead run at the plate, and it's Luke Benoit. Benoit 0 for 2 today, strikeout and a ground out. Ball up the middle. The second, not in time for 2, but they get 1, and there's 2 gone. Runners at the corners now. Landon Langley, 1 for 2, single and a strikeout. 2 gone. 1 already home. It's a 4-2 game for the Generals, who would love to try and tie this one up. First pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Jones checks the runner at first. Pitch on the way. Called strike 2. Oh, 2. Swing and a miss. Jones gets him on a high fastball. And that ends the threat. But it's a 2-run game. Jags lead 4-2 after 1 run comes home for the Generals.
The NAIA Champions of Character is more than just a program. It's a commitment to values that inspire greatness on and off the field, with integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership at the core. We're shaping student athletes, coaches, and fans to lead with purpose. It's a movement that goes beyond the sport, creating a culture of character that lasts a lifetime. Champions of Character, building character beyond the game.
Now Perez gets things going as we go to the bottom of the 5th here at Riverside Stadium. First pitch low and away from Joshua Pierce, who's into his 5th inning of work. Pitching really well for the Generals. And Perez takes ball 2. Pierce comes set, deals 2-0 in there for a call strike 1, 2-1. UHV opened the scoring in the first with a 3-run frame. Then the Generals with 1 in the 3rd, Jags with 1 in the 4th, and 1 in the 5th for LSUA. That's how we've gotten to this 4-2 score line. Perez 0 for 1, struck out last time up, and then he was hit by a pitch in the first inning. 2-2. Count goes full. Payoff pitch on the way. Outside. Ball. Perez draws a leadoff walk. One on for Terry Burrell. Nobody out. Potential bunt situation. Shows bunt, but takes the first pitch low and outside for ball 1. Burrell 1 for 2, had an RBI single his first time up. Struck out back in the third. It's 2-0 now to Burrell. Two and 0. Burrell drops down a bunt up the first base line. Burrell's speed. He beats it out. Thompson advances on the error.
The first baseman, number 23, Gutierrez.
I believe head coach Cody Gautreau is trying to argue that Burrell interfered with the play, but he was running up the line. Terry Burrell takes off for second on the called strike, and there's stolen base number 28 this season. Now runners at second and third with nobody out for Rafael Gutierrez. 1 for 1, an RBI single. Called strike on the inside corner. Hayden Marcantel's parents checking in as well. He's behind the plate and waits on this 0-2 from Pierce. Fouled off. And we hold it 0-2. Pitch on the way. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Gutierrez down looking. Round number 1. Fourth strikeout for Pierce today. He's up to 92 pitches, and after starting Jose Montanez off with a strike. He's 0 for 1, strikeout and a sac fly for him, an RBI as well. Pitch on the way, 0-1. Misses outside. It's 1-1. Montanez takes that one inside. That sac fly in the first inning. Montanez didn't miss a home run by much. Showing good opposite field power. Infield is playing in. Montanez grounds this one. And it's over to first in time for the out. The throw, not in time. So it's just going to go down as a ground out by Montanez. Round number 2. 2 gone. Runners still at second and third. And that was almost a disastrous base running gaffe by the Jaguars. First pitch to Purcell is a strike. 0-1. Thompson held up because with the infield in, he didn't want to get gunned down at home. But Terry Burrell, he was off on contact, and he was almost at third the same time as Thompson was getting back to the bag. It's 0-2 now to Purcell. 0-2. Check swing, and Purcell went around. He's not happy about it, but that's out number 3, and the Jags strand a couple of runners. Still 4-2. We go to the 6th here at Riverside Stadium.
The NAIA reminds you that college sports do more than thrill and inspire us. They help prepare today's student athletes to be tomorrow's community leaders by teaching valuable skills like integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership, building character beyond the game. This message was brought to you by the NAIA.
We go to the 6th. 8-9-1 due up for the Generals. Peyton Marcantel is up. He reached last time on an error. 0-2 officially today. First pitch inside to the Eunice, Louisiana native. Ground ball, high chopper over the head of Kyle Barish, and that's potentially extra bases, and it will be. It's a double for Peyton Marcantel to lead off the 6th. Brings up Lane Potty. And it looks as though Jacob Baker is warming in the bullpen for the Jaguars. Potty with an RBI opportunity here. Nobody out. Runner on second is Colin Ardois. Running at second base, number 20, Colin Ardois. One. Now 2-1. Gotta wonder how long Jones will go. He's up to 85 pitches as he works here into the 6th. Potentially this could be his inning to finish. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Jones in need of a strikeout here. Two. Just misses on the outside corner. Three-two fouled back, and we hold count full. Three-two. Ground ball up the middle. And Juan Perez was going to cover second, and it's into center field. It's going to be an RBI single, and it's a 4-3 game on the hit by Lane Ponte. So Jonathan Jones is going to have to wait to throw the first pitch. Head coach Jonathan Stavanoa out. And wonder if this could be a pitching change. I don't think so. He hasn't motioned yet. He's going to talk to Jones right now. Just a mound visit. It's a 4-3 game. We saw this yesterday. The Generals definitely have a knack for the dramatic and trying to make games closer and try and pull off comebacks. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1. Ground ball up the middle. Over to second for one. On to first. In time. Double play.
Baseman number 7, Zach Mangarelli.
Second double play turned by the Jaguars today. First pitch is a called strike to Zach Mangarelli. Now it's 0-2. Oh, 2. Swing and a miss. Jones fired up. Gets a double play and then a strikeout to end it. Now it's time for the Jaguars to try and pull those runs back. Here's we go to the bottom of the 6th at Riverside Stadium.
The NAIA Champions of Character is more than just a program. It's a commitment to values that inspire greatness on and off the field with integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership at the core. We're shaping student athletes, coaches, and fans to lead with purpose. It's a movement that goes beyond the sport, creating a culture of character that lasts a lifetime. Champions of Character, building character beyond the game.
Pitch hitting. Number 11. Xavier Ortega.
Xavier Ortega pinch hitting for Kyle Barish here to start off the bottom of the sixth. UHV leads 4-3, but runs in each the fifth and the sixth have made this a one-run game. 3 runs on 11 hits with 1 error for the Generals. 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error for the Jaguars. It's an 0-1 count to Ortega. That one runs high for 1-1. Ortega, a product of Victoria East, hitting .313, 30th game for him this season. He's got 7 RBIs. A double and a triple to his name. Ground ball right side and through, and it's a pinch hit single for Ortega. So leadoff pinch hit single by Xavier Ortega puts him on. Rain starting to fall as well. First pitch called strike. Starting to rain pretty heavily. There was a shower that popped up right as we got to the ballpark today. It was just like this, one of those coastal showers. Throw back to first. Perez, has yet to have a statistical at bat, had a sacrifice bunt his last time up, and he was hit by a pitch. Potentially in a bunt situation here with Ortega's speed. 0-1 misses, 1-1. Bunt, foul. It's a 1-2 count to Perez. One, two. That's high, 2-2. And just like that, the rain's gone. Gotta love those coastal pop-up showers. Well, it might still be sprinkling, but it's not a downpour like it was 10 seconds ago. 2-2. Runner goes. That one's inside. The throw, not in time. It's a stolen base for Xavier Ortega. Fourth stolen base for the freshman from Victoria this season. And the count's full. Nobody out. Runner in scoring position for Juan Perez. UHV would love to add on an insurance run or two here in the bottom of the sixth of this 7-inning game. That one runs inside. Ball 4.
DeAndre Torres.
2 on, nobody out for DeAndre Torres. 1 for 2 today with a run scored and an RBI. He had a sac fly his last time up back in the 4th. Shows bunt. Pulls back, takes a ball low and in the dirt, 1-0. Joshua Pierce has thrown 108 pitches so far in this game as he works into the 6th. Torres showing bunt early. And he tries to get that one down, but it goes foul, 1-1. Torres looking to do what he did in the first. Had a single and later came around to score. Also stole a base. Now 2-1. Battle brewing here as the Jags trying to add on to this 4-3 lead. First baseman Foot comes in, and now it's 3-1. And you don't necessarily want to load the bases for the guy waiting in the on-deck circle, Christian Garcia. Pitch clock violation. That'll go down as a walk, and the bases are loaded for Mr. Professional Hitter, Christian Garcia. Head coach Cody Gautreau out of the dugout. And that could be all for Joshua Pierce. He has not made a motion to the bullpen yet. There's a righty warming for the Generals. And Pierce nodding his head, likely saying, I can go, I can get this. Gotta think that's all he's saying, and in fact, that's what it is, just a mound visit. And the bases are loaded. Nobody out, infield playing in now. Christian Garcia searching for his first hit, and it would be a big one if he can come up with it. First pitch misses, 1-0. Two and a Garcia, a couple of lineouts and then a strikeout today. This is why head coach Jonathan Stavanoa moved him up into the 2-hole, so he can be in these big situations. 2-2 or 2-0 fouled off. It's 2-1. He noticed that trend that the a lot of times the two-hole would find themselves in big RBI opportunities, and a hit here could break this one open for UHV. This one, lined and dropping. There's a base hit. It's going to be an RBI. They lead 5-3. That's exactly what you wanted for Christian, his third RBI in this series. And now bases loaded, still nobody out for Hal Perez. He homered yesterday. Pops this one up. Foul ground. Mangarelli has it for out number one. Terry Burrell now up with one out. He's 2 for 3 today with an RBI, couple of singles. He's a good RBI opportunity here. First pitch high to Burrell. It's a much needed insurance run for the Jaguars. 5 runs on 8 hits now. 1-0. Called strike on a fastball right over the heart of the plate. 1-1. That skips away. And the wide pitch is going to score a run. Jags lead 6-3 now on that wild pitch. As Juan Perez came home to score. Now Torres at third and Goings at second. 2-1 is high. 3-1. Fouled. Full count for Burrell. 1 gone. 2 home for the Jaguars, who lead 6-3. We're in game 1 of this doubleheader, scheduled to go 7 innings, and we're into the 6th. So those 2 insurance runs proving to be big. Swings through that one for strike 3 and out number 2. Now Rafael Gutierrez 1 for 2 here in game 2 of this series. Had an RBI single back in the first, a walk and a strikeout. He takes a fastball on the inside corner, 0-1. Joshua Pierce has done a good job to mitigate what could have been really dangerous with the bases loaded, only 2 runs home. Those bases loaded, nobody out. 0-1. Misses 1-1. Skips away. Base hit. It's a 2-run single for Rafael Gutierrez. Actually, a new pitch in the game. Kyler Carson. Never got a signal from the home plate umpire or anything. Jags lead 8-3 on a 2-run single by Rafael Gutierrez, and that brings up Brady Thompson. Had to have been a new pitcher for the 6th inning. I want Thompson 2-2 count now. Two. Swing and a miss. Thompson down swinging. But the Jags played 4 runs. They lead 8-3. As we go to the top of the 7th, UHV will look to close it out here at Riverside Stadium.
He's now Jaguars. Number 15, Chico. Seven, please.
We go to the 7th. New pitcher in the game is Jacob Baker. The sophomore from Cuero, Texas. 8.16 ERA, 0.2 win-loss record. 10th appearance for him. And he takes called strike. 14 in the third innings for Baker. He struck out 14 and has walked just 3. He's ahead 0-2. Oh, 2. That one fouled up the left field line. Good crowd sticking around. I think a lot of them ran for cover underneath the grandstand when we had that rain shower. 0-2 misses outside 1-2. One, two. Popped up on the infield. DeAndre Torres and Kyle Barish coming on. It's Torres for round number 1. First pitch is a ball to Judge Boudreau. He's 2 for 3. He's got an RBI as well. Lifts this one into foul ground. Kyle Barish giving chase, and he makes the grab for out number 2. The Generals down to their final out. Now it's Brent Batterford's turn. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI, couple of singles for him. Fastball's high. It's 1-0. With the win, UHV will improve to 36-13, 1-1 now, and 21-8 in the Red River. Meanwhile, the Generals will fall to 23-25 and 16-13 in the Red River, 2-1 now. That one low, 3-1. Pitch on the way. This one skied. How Perez sheds the mask behind home plate, but that's going to drift out. And it's 3-2. Three-two. Inside ball 4. It's a 2-out block for Batterford. That brings up Luke Benoit here with 1 on, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. This game's scheduled to go 7 innings. First pitch on the way, called strike on a fastball. This is what you want to see from Baker so far. He's had his best stuff here. 0-1. High 1-1. And when Baker's locked in, he's one of the best in the business. 1-1. This one lifted into center field. Terry Burrell casually camps under it for out number 3, and that'll do it. The Jags win 8-3, and they clinch the series win over the Generals. So it's going to be the 9th win of the season for Jonathan Jones, who went 6 strong innings. Seven strikeouts for the Houston native. And then RBIs from Terry Burrell, Rafael Gutierrez, Jose Montanez, Christian Garcia, and then a big 2-run single by Rafael Gutierrez. Give the Jags the win here in Game 2. Taking the loss will be Joshua Pierce. That'll do it for us here. We'll have Game 2. No save in this game for Jacob Baker. Like I said, that'll do it for us here. We'll have Senior Day and Game 2 coming up here momentarily.